Good afternoon, internet peeps. It's Colin again, and I've got loads and loads of stuff to show you. Probably a little bit too much, but I like to keep you up to date with what's coming into the collection, and there's lots. Firstly, this is a request from B. B has quite a lot of film and TV memorabilia, and I picked this one up as part of a job lot when I bought some cars. It's a Cyberman. It's a fairly modern one. Interesting. I've always liked this. I've always liked the Doctor Who baddies, the Daleks and the Cybermen, were two of my favourites. Although I couldn't miss an episode of Doctor Who, I'd have to watch it from behind the sofa. Wow, that's what my father always said anyway. So there you go. I hope that's to your liking, B. It's not the biggest one in the world. I have got some Star Wars figures. I bought a few, but figures aren't really my thing. But I have got an R2-D2. I particularly like him. But today, I want to mainly concentrate on straight pipes and sort of like Ford coupes. The passin gases and stuff like that, because I've got quite a few. We'll start with the straight pipes. This is one of my favourites because it's all metal. It's orange. It says the... oh, there's something on the side. It looks like the Piper's South set, I think it says, but I'm not exactly sure. I've had that one a while. These are fancy cars, not to everybody's liking. Yeah, the exhaust going over the roof is farcical, but it has got a certain quality to it. That's one, but this is the one that I'm quite, well, the most pleased with, because this is a classics one. It's all metal. It's mint out the package, and yeah, I particularly like the paint job. Pleased to have that one. I wanted to get one good one, but the orange one's better than I thought with the metal base. Because oh, there's another one I've got with the metal base. Oh, can't quite. 09 on the side, FTE. Interesting wheels. All metal. Can't remember whether I picked that one up. I think it's probably in a job lot. But there you go. There's another cool one. This yellow one's in good shape. Actually, they're all metal. I thought they're plastic bases, but they're all metal. And a nice yellow one there with flames. You don't see them shown very much because I don't think many people like them, but I do. It's got something about them. So there you go. This one was a gift. I think this was a gift from Thomas. Very nice. A bit farcical with the two wheels, two engines, as I say, but all metal. Orange, which is always a plus for me. Checker flag on the roof. I can't remember the exact name of that casting, but that was quite cool. This is quite a modern one. This is a, get it right, just a 32 Ford with early times on the side. I like that one. Bone Shaker, a blue one. Not my favourite casting, but I've got one or two of those in the collection. This is a fairly recent acquisition, a classics one, all metal, sort of like the olive green, flames down the side. Not my favourite colouring, but I picked it up fairly cheap, so I'm quite happy with that one. Another one, all metal again, sort of like cherry red colouring to it, and interesting decals down the side. I think some sort of rabbit on the side, and a Hotwheels sort of like banner there. In good shape, nice car. This is a recent acquisition, another all metal one. It's sort of like green decals. I'm very pleased. I picked that one up quite reasonably, and I was surprised when it with it being a black base, I thought it would be plastic, but it is indeed metal, so that was a good find. This is a passin gasser, which is this one's out of a multi-pack one, a fairly recent multi-pack. I quite like the passin gasser. Got the parachute on the back. It's a plastic base one, this one, because it's a more recent car. This one, oh, Fangula. There you go, Fangula, whatever that is. All metal. I suppose it's quite apt with it being at Halloween. Fangula. Very small wheels at the front. Sort of like a cherry red sunroof there. Red details on the engine. Very unusual car. This is a treasure hunt car. This one is a super smooth. Not had that one long. That was a blister pull. As you can see, it's perfect with some nice details on the back. Has got some sort of writing there. Can't quite pick it out. Perhaps you can. But a nice, interesting two-tone colour with flames down the side. Very mean looking, sort of like jewel car. Very nice little pickup. This one I was pleasantly surprised recently because this is a Maestro one. Mercedes, let me get it right. It's hard to pick out, but it's a Mercedes of some description. I just like the look of it, and it was very, very cheap. 99p it was. I'm just pleased it's this size, not bigger, because when they're of say 1 to 34 with plastic bases, they tend to turn out a bit tacky and cheap. But I quite like that one. Got some interesting detail. Very cool car. This one is an all metal one. No, it's a plastic one, tell a lie. Oh, it's a Racing Champions one, this one. Whether it's meant to have a removable hood or whether it's not meant to have one at all, I'm not sure. But it's interesting, a bit like the ZZ Top car. Running boards, red with the flames down the side. Bigger wheels on the back. These have rubber wheels. Not a bad car. Not a bad car. Oh, the elbow. This one I think I bought this one loose, but it's in exceptionally good condition. Masters of the Universe one. Bought it mainly because of the orange, but has got an interesting picture of He-Man on the roof there. Exceptionally good condition. Real riders. Great little van. This one, an all metal one. I was very lucky. I bought this in a set of cars, and it was very reasonable. Brand new blister pull that. Stars and Stripes, very interesting. And we'll sort of like segue to one I've had today, a Muscle Machines GTO, that's Stars and Stripes, and that's come from Paul. Very grateful for that, because that is better than I expected. That is just a killer car. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I don't usually go for these Muscle Madness ones with the tuned wheels, but that one gets away with it. It may be just the delivery is so cool, but it carries it off. I really like it. Yeah. Now, this one I've not seen any others of. I was very lucky to pick this one up, and believe it or not, it's a Fiat 500C. Whether it was a race car or whatever, I don't know, but I've never seen the like since, and I can't remember where I got it from. 919 on the side. Great big spoiler, as I say, all metal with plastic wheels. Huge blower on the top there. Sort of like a sunroof with a roll cage in there. Nice colouring, nice decals. Just an awesome thing. It's in very good condition. Looks more like a Ford to me, but it says Fiat on it, so there we are. These, well, we'll go to this one first. This one, this is a Postil. 1 to, let me get it right. 1 to 34, I think it is. No, 1 to 30. There, you see it now. This wasn't expensive, but I have started to pick up a few of these pastel cars, or whatever you say it, because they have very good detail and opening parts. This has an opening boot, which is nice. I have actually got the number plate for that off. It fell off as soon as I picked it up. Both of the shrouds for the engine opening there, which is quite interesting to me. So you can see in both sides in the engine, sort of like a leaf. Only the front door's open, but it's got a steering wheel in there. It's survived in tremendously good shape, considering, and it made it through the post without losing this delicate aerial, which is quite amazing. Credit to the bloke who sent it to me. The front is still in very good condition, because this is quite a fragile car. The only thing it's missing is the windscreen wiper. Very grateful for that. It's a beautiful thing, absolutely beautiful car. Blown away. Sorry, my arm's giving a lot of trouble, so a bit difficult for me, but I'll try and give you a better view of it. But there you go, that's great, absolutely great. This one, I'm exceptionally ecstatic with this one. Absolutely blown away by it. It does say, it may not look like it, and I was a bit confused by the scale, but it does say 1/25 on the side, just there. Made in Italy. Another pastel car. Mini Cooper. Has lovely details on the engine and the exhaust there. It's missing the headlight. The windscreen wipers are still there, but what I love about this car is everything opens. I mean, the Mini I got from China was good because the bonnet opened, but this is even better. Even the door handles actually function on this and can lock. So great detail inside there. I found which I can show you. You can see the steering wheel. Whether it's got no passenger side seat for some reason, whether it was taken out or whether it was ever there in the first place, whether it was a racing one, I don't know. But also missing a wheel hub cover there, but I don't know, my friend Jay says it adds something to it. But what carried this over the line for me was this opening boot. I've never seen that on a die-cast Mini before. They don't bother doing that. It is missing in one of its tail pipes back here. Perhaps I can fabricate one, but I hope you agree with me. This is possibly the best Mini I've ever seen. I mean, it's not in brilliant shape, but I did pick it up at a reasonable price rather than the £50 they do ask for them. It's all metal with plastic wheels. It's quite heavy. I may change out the lights completely. I'm undecided. I have got a couple of Minis of other scales. Maybe I can use the headlights off them. We'll see. But that is, I'm very lucky to have that. One of the prides of my collection. What are we looking at in time? 13 minutes. Right. I usually display my little cars like this, the custom autos and whatever. And this is an animal one. I picked this up from a charity shop, I think, for 30p. It's got the moon wheels there, all metal with real riders. Very lucky. It's got an unusual sort of like tag on the roof. I've never quite figured out what that is, but very pleased to have picked that one up. An amazing thing. I think it was from a charity shop. I'm not sure now. And another one. This one, yeah, Midnight Auto. Tell a lie, Midnight Auto. This is just a red mainline one with a plastic base. Back to the fast gases. Very nice G1. I think this one came out of a multi-pack. Sorry, I'm out of camera there. They all have the sort of like sunroof in to reduce on the quality, the cost of the metal. Plastic base on this one. Very nice blue one. Always have the very small wheels at the front and the big ones at the back. Yeah, I quite like that casting. I've picked a few of them up. I haven't picked up many recently, but did go through a phase where I picked up loads. Let's see if I can get this one out. It's another all metal one. orange. Very mean looking car, in quite good condition. Another bone shaker hidden in there. Oh, get him out. Is he the same as the other one? No, it's a different one. The other one was blue. This is sort of like a purple with purple flames. Not my favourite casting, but I have got a couple. Right, so we made it through all those, and these, if you're interested, this is a Corgi RAC truck at the back, and this one is, I picked them both up fairly cheap. This one's a Beamish one, which is a transport company. Both all metal, nice little transporters that I keep that collection on. These I'm particularly happy with. These are classics that I picked up recently. This is an older one actually, I've just picked up the wrong one. But this is one of my favourites out of the collection. I did pay up for this one. An interesting colour, because the Spectre Flame marked tyres. They're plastic but metal base as it is. I think it is Goodyear, it says on the tyres. Yes, Goodyear on the tyres. Interesting Camaro here with a white stripe. Obviously all metal, plastic wheels. This is possibly one of my, well, it might be my favourite mini VW Beetle. This one is just killer. The headlights come through from the plastic windshield piece. Lovely highlighted red lines on the tyres. The VW symbol on the door. Spectre Flame red. Metal base. That's just an awesome little car. I picked up these very reasonably. Very grateful. And a Corvette here. Not my favourite Corvette, but I did, when I was growing up, this was my favourite because of the huge shape, but I prefer the old ones now, but it's still a great car. And there you go, Corvette 69. Lovely blue. Flames on the hood there. Fantastic car. This one will go into my Camaros with the opening hood collection, which is quite vast. And again, this is very pleased. It's brand new out the packet. One I didn't have. All metal, plastic wheels, but one of my favourite cars. This is quite an interesting one because of the colour more than anything else. A Firebird, another classics, metal base. Interesting details on the hood. The silver interior isn't the best, but what you're going to do, it's how they do it. But I do like that one. This is possibly my favourite funny car ever. I don't go for funny cars, but this one, I think it's based on the Dixie Challenger because it looks so similar to it. All metal, of course. It does lift up. It hasn't got a retaining piece on this one, but as you can see, it's brand new. Absolutely immense. Love the colouring on that one. And this is one at the Flying Customs. And to be fair, I don't really like this one, but it was so cheap I picked it up. It's a blister pull. Brand new. All details in there. That one you have got the retaining piece. For the price I picked it up on, I couldn't say no. Got a couple of good treasure hunts here. An Olds 442 blister pull. I did pick this up very reasonably. Nice colour brown, happy with that. But this one came with it, and this one actually says treasure hunt down the side. It's a oh gosh, does it say? Not sure what it is now. I've found, but if I think on, I'll put it in the comments. It's a treasure hunt anyway. And I love the livery of this, and it's got the Goodyear on the tyres, the red plastic wheels. This is a plastic base. This came out before I was doing collecting. Very lucky to pick this up at a reasonable price. 468 cubic inches there on the hood. Number 32. A very nice car. This one I do remember. This is an Amphi car. Again, not my particular bag, but when somebody offers it, it's so cheap, you're thinking, it's all metal, I'll take it. Very nice car. This one is, well, it's orange, what can I say? I almost said purple then. It's a Johnny Lightning one, but one in the plastic base period. The hood doesn't open very far, but it's got a white stripe. It's a Johnny Lightning. Not bad at all. This one is an interesting one. This is a, gosh, can't remember now, is it a green light? Yeah, I think it's a green light one, that one, but I haven't long had it. It's a Jeep, obviously. I bought it because of the orange. This has only just been released. Obviously, I'm not sure if it's, I think it's all metal. Real Riders, lovely little car. I have got a Goodyear one of those as well, but that one is my favourite out of the two. This one is a lovely car, an Impala. Only just had it. I have turned around the tyres because they came with a white stripe, and it doesn't suit all the cars, and I think that looks better without. Good engine detail there under the hood. A cracking car, very happy with that. This one is one I've been looking at for a long time. It's an AMC Rebel machine. I did pay up for this one. It's all metal with real riders. This is one of the best Hot Wheels ever made, in my opinion. Perhaps it would be nicer without that Forza there. Has great tyres, just a great livery, great look with a black decal on the hood there. I'm glad to have added that one to the collection eventually. Interesting, another interesting Johnny Lightning, a Frankenstewed one, is it? With the bull nose. I picked that one up fairly recently as well. That's a blister pull. I'm on the fence whether I like that one or not, but it's nice to have a Studebaker with a bullet nose. I didn't have any cars with that on, so it's an interesting feature. This one, I'm particularly lucky to have this in this country. It's sort of like, it's called the Sion XB by Jada, but I believe it's just based on the Nissan Cube. The livery is great, Jada Toys. I have come round to Jada somewhat. I don't like some of their silly big wheels, but they do make a killer car here and there. And that one I like because it's unusual. Yes, the stance is too low to me, but I wouldn't mess about with that. It would just be sacrilegious. This one I meant to look up the name of, but I've been on the hunt for one of these for a long time. It came out of a multi-pack, and I forget what it's called, some sort of gunner. But I'm very fortunate to have not found one of these, to have found two. Not my favourite car, but interesting, and I'm grateful to have found two. They're both all metal. I think they only did them in metal. They haven't done these for a number of years. This one's lost its gun off the roof, but still interesting, and still a great car. Does it say on that one what it is? I think they've both got different names, because the name of this car has changed. This is an interesting one. Yeah, another Ford Coupe. I'm pretty sure it is a Hot Wheels one. The black and gold is very interesting colouring. Was a blister pull, this one. Had it for a while. Nice car. It's just an interesting pullback truck. just in the lot if you're just interested in seeing it. Bit weird, just happened to be there, so I'll show it. This is an interesting Renault that's come today. A Daphne, 1961. Haven't taken it off the base yet. Came from Stephen today. He also sent me this good looking Hot Wheels truck, which is quite a contradiction in terms, because usually I can't stand them because they don't look like trucks, but I really like this one. It's got a mean look to it. It hasn't got his car anymore, but that's the secondary thing. I like the wheels. Yeah, there's nothing really I'd change about that, so I'm quite happy with that one. And this one is a modern one, which I actually like. I actually picked this up from Tesco's. Yes, it's a bit modern, but you could see that being a truck on the road. It has an interesting purple race car in there, and like a flap that comes down. I like the livery across the side. It's a nice display piece, this one, because of the Hot Wheels being so prominent down the side. That's a great looking truck. These have come today from Paul, and he sent me the Stars and Stripes GTO that I showed earlier, and this is like a military muscle machines, and this is the heaviest diecast 164 piece I've ever held. It is so heavy. It was a good buy for what I paid for it. An amazing set of blowers on it there. Yeah, it's a bit cartoony, but the weight is awe-inspiring, and I quite like the wheels. I'm very pleased with that one. I had no idea how good it was going to be. Actually, you can actually screw it apart. It's held together by screws, which is interesting. I may alter the engine and make it a bit more stock, and that engine might come off, and I might fill it in. I'm going to take these pieces off, which will upset some people, but then it'll look more like a military piece of equipment then, which may be the way I'll go. I'm not sure. This one is a mistake. It's a Matchbox Dinky, so it's neither here nor there. It was a period in the history, I believe, when they were bought out. It has got a metal base and a metal shell, but it's nowhere near the quality of either the original Matchbox or the original Dinky. It was sent by error, so the car I did want didn't arrive. I've got loads of Bel Airs, but the seller was kind enough to give it to me, so it's okay. I might give it to somebody else somewhere along the way, as I've got plenty. This one is a bit of a holy grail for me, because I'm a big John Wayne fan. There you go, Sabco. It says, pick up something Pilgrim, I think it says. It says, Pilgrim is a reference to the man who shot Liberty Valance with gosh, the bloke out of Paint Your Wagon. Can't think of his name now offhand. I'm very, very tired, but I wanted to get this done for you. 40 on the Roof. What's his name? Lee Marvin, there you go. Lee Marvin and Lee Van Cleef are both in that film. Great film. And obviously James Stewart. Absolutely brilliant film. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. It might be black and white, and a lot of youngsters don't want to watch black and white films, but they're missing out. There's some great black and white films. So this isn't amazing quality because it's got a plastic base and plastic wheels. Rather cheaply made. But I had to have it because of the John Wayne link. Fantastic. Just pop a few more on before we wrap up. I've had these, some G-Wagons. An interesting era one. This says Opening Doors. If I can show them, if I can get them. Yeah, just about get it. Sylvester would love this. Perhaps you'll want to get one of these, Sylvester. Has an opening hood as well. There you go. So a very cool G-Wagon. the battery might run out any second, so if it does, that's where it'll end. I won't bother going any further. This is a majorette one, again with an opening hood, all yellow. Very nice. I haven't shown that one, I've had it for a while. This one is a recent purchase from Paul, Steve Billy. I got this at a reasonable £6 because it's one of the premium all metal Hotwheels ones. Yeah, it's a bit flat because of the colour, but still a nice quality one. This one is an interesting one. I've had this one for a while. This is it Atomica one? I think it is. Yeah, Atomica one. Very nice because the doors open on that one. Not the best quality doors because they don't open with the surround, but they open, which is always a plus with me. It has suspension and a nice looking G-Wagon. I do like the G-Wagons. Second only to a nice Range Rover. Oh, speaking of Range Rovers, let's pop that one on because that's to die for, if I can just find that quickly. I've just had the last run Range Rover, which is gorgeous to say the least. Has real riders on. There you go, Spoy. Let's just pop that one on for you because I'm sure you'll all love to see that. I did pay up for that one. Plastic base, real riders, what a paint job. Gold at the front and the back. Has decals on the hood and on the roof. That's a beautiful thing. Why they stopped making that, I think they'd still do well if they made that, and it'd be even better if it had an opening hood. Tailgate, maybe that's a bridge too far, but it'd be great with an opening hood, that car. But what an interesting decal that is. I've never seen it shown. I'm very lucky to have found it in this country. I'm exceptionally tired, but we'll pop a couple more on for you. Seeing if we've got a little bit more battery. The sonic flashes, I now have 3. So let's make a bit of room here. We've got an ambulance now. He needs a new battery, but the police car, he probably needs some looking at, and the military police car, which you've seen. So I now have 3 of those, which is as far as I'm going to go, but I find myself being very grateful to have found 3. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. I've been very unwell recently, and I'm sorry I haven't made anything. I may not be making something for a while, so I'm sorry this is a bit hurried and there's a lot of it, but I wanted to keep you up to date with what's been coming in because there's some great stuff in there, and I hope you think so too. Bye for now.